Welcome shave fans. For today's shave of the day, I'm going to be using some of Tiki Bar Soap's Mora. And this is one of the seasonal scent shooters from Tiki Bar Soaps. This one is raspberry, amber, and patchouli. And really smelling it, none of those is really stronger than the other, so it's a really nice blend between the three. It's really nice. I like it, and it's not a terribly strong scent to begin with, so a little bit lighter, maybe a 4. And so for the blade today, I'm going to be using the Bic blade that I used in my blade versus blade video, and give it another go, except this time I'm going to bump up the razor, and I'm going to be using the Defitch DF-91. And the DF-91, for those who maybe haven't heard about this yet, is a slightly more aggressive, so it's a good 5.5 on the aggression scale, if you were to ask me. And so a little bit more aggressive, not frightfully aggressive or anything like that, but kind of a step up from the DE-89. So, which is, I'm assuming why they named it DF, which is probably short for Defitch, and then 91 saying that it's more than the DE-89. So it's another, two numbers higher in the aggression scale. All right, so I'm just going to wet down my face here. I've already got the lather done up, and we will get started. The brush I'm using is actually one of my newest creations, and I 3D printed this, and I gave it a really small knurled exterior, which gives it some grip and a little bit of texture to look at, and it makes it real nice. And it's a little bitty brush. This is only an 18mm uber soft knot from Envy Shave. And so I wanted to see, well, really how the little bitty uber shaves would do. And so far, I'm really impressed. Another thing is that I filled this little handle with some lead shot that I have for fishing. And so it is actually heavier than this much larger brush. So I haven't weighed it yet, but it's quite a bit heavier than that brush. And even with soap on the handle, the knurling gives you a decent grip. And this smaller uber soft knot feels to me a lot like the early Plaisant knot, I guess, because it's super soft, and but it doesn't have quite as much backbone as the bigger uber soft knots. But as you can see, it whips up a wonderful lather. And of course, a good soap, like the stuff from Tiki Bar Soaps, always really helps. This is a nice, not overly strong scent, but the scent is definitely there. And it's a nice, I don't know, I guess summery type scent. It's making me feel like sunshine. Okay, well, I'm anxious to give this Bic blade a try because I was really kind of blown away with it in my blade versus blade. So we'll see how it does in this more aggressive razor. great first pass. I'm still really impressed with this Bic, so I can't wait to see how it goes through the rest of the shave. This soap smells great, and of course is a great performer, as you would expect. I hope that everybody out there has tried some Tiki Bar Soap, because it's top-notch stuff. And Amanda over at Tiki Bar, she is, well, just a really cool person. So I've had cause to chat with her more than a couple times lately. She got one of my lightsaber brushes for one of her, I don't know if it's her coworker or works for her. I'm not exactly sure. I really am digging this little uber soft knot. An incredibly close shave. The Bic blade still feels really comfortable, but I'm not sure. I ended up with quite a few kind of weepers that I don't know where they came from. So, you know, I didn't feel like I was pushing too hard or anything like that. So it could be that for my face, this blade and razor combination is a little too much, which, you know, sometimes happens. Like I said, this Defitch razor is a little more aggressive than the Maggard heads that I was using before. And in fact, a little more aggressive, just a hair more aggressive than what is typically, I would consider, comfortable for me. I'm good at about a 3 to a 4, and this is about a 5, 5.5. So that could be why I ended up with more weepers than I really expected. But that being said, if any of you guys out there are looking for a razor that's just a step up in aggression, let's say you've got the Merkur 34C, or, you know, Maggard razor, or, you know, just about any of the kind of razors that are in that 3 to 4 range, or maybe even less, then the Defitch is a really good option for jumping up without jumping too high. So it's a really well-built razor. When they first came out, I and 2 of my friends, both or all 3 of us got them, and so I got to compare all 3 together, and they were all 3 exactly the same and perfect. So and I don't see any reason why that would change in just a few months, couple months, I think, since this has come out. So it's a really nice hefty razor, It's got a great, well-built head. The finish on it is wonderful. Just a really good all-around razor, and it's very affordable. I just checked on Amazon and they're currently like $18.95. So with Prime shipping, hard to go wrong for less than 20 bucks to get a good quality razor. Really a great deal. All right, to finish off, I have already put on some alum, as you saw, and that helped with the weepers. I'm going to hit it a little bit more here though. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some Your Best Face oil. And this oil, you can use it as a pre-shave, a post-shave. Just you put it basically under, put it on before you do any other sort of moisturizer or anything else to your skin. And that lets it just absorb really fast. So it almost instantly absorbs into my skin. But it leaves it feeling really nice and soft and supple, which is also what makes it as a great pre-shave too. Just a couple drops is really all you need. And just spread it around thin. And this happens to be the lemon Ironbark, which is one of my favorite scents. It really does smells like lemon and bark, and it's this really nice masculine scent. Although I hate to say that, the bark adds this kind of masculineness to it. And the lemon is just nice. Just a really good blend. Or maybe it's not a blend. Maybe there's a lemon Ironbark tree out there. I don't know. But it's really good. One of my favorite scents from over there. For my aftershave, I have really been digging this dollar store Macho Sport Scent. And it's just $1 at Dollar Tree. But the scent, to me, is really good. It's a kind of a sweet scent. And it actually lasts. So I can smell it. If I put it on in the morning, I can still get a whiff of it when I get home at night. And it's not super strong or anything, so it doesn't project, which is good. It makes my wife really like it. And she likes the scent as well. But definitely worth checking out for $1. Even if you sniff the bottle and you're not sure, take some and try it on your skin, because that's really how scents work. You don't really get to appreciate a scent until you get it onto your skin. All right, guys. Well, I had what turned out to be an incredibly close shave with that razor, but you know what? Everything feels great now. So a couple weepers, a little alum takes care of it, a little oil to soothe it out, especially since it's winter and dry here. I'm ready to rock and roll. Have a good night.